Hi, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about one of the key concepts of Daml, the Daml ledger model. Now, before we go into what the ledger model is, I'll talk a minute about why we need a ledger model. So, as you may recall, Daml was designed to make it easy, efficient, and safe to build multi-party applications. Now, in order to make it easy, efficient, and safe to build the applications, we need to make it simple to build them. So the Daml ledger model is a conceptual model of a Daml runtime that makes it feel as if we're writing an application or running an application against a centralized database. And that makes it easy for the developer and the operations team to reason about their application. So when we talk about a Daml ledger model, we think of a virtual shared ledger. And I'll unpack those three words one by one. By ledger, we mean a permanent record of data. You can think of this as similar to a regular database. By shared, we mean the ledger can be serving multiple parties. Now, because we are conceptually talking about a single ledger, all of these parties have a consistent view. So, for example, if we have Alice, Bob, and Charlie all running a Daml application against this ledger, they all feel as if this application is running against a centralized ledger. Now, virtual means that this ledger doesn't necessarily exist in one place. While Alice, Bob, and Charlie feel as if they're talking to a single ledger, the infrastructure may actually be distributed. So the important takeaway is that for the developer and for the user operating the application, it feels as if they have a single ledger, but actually the data may be distributed using a blockchain or another distributed ledger technology. Now, this idea that I want my distributed ledger to feel like a centralized ledger, it may seem simple and may actually seem obvious, but this isn't trivial. It's actually one of Daml's main differentiators compared to other technologies. This idea that the developer doesn't need to think about building an application for a distributed setting, that the developer builds an application for the Daml ledger model, and that application can run using the different Daml drivers on either a centralized database, such as Postgres or Amazon's QLDB, or on a distributed blockchain, such as Hyperledger Fabric, Corda, or VMware blockchain. That's a simple idea that's really non-trivial. Now, another important part of the ledger model is that it precisely defines all of the quality attributes of any Daml ledger. So while this presentation is high level, the ledger model actually has a precise mathematical definition of different attributes, such as consistency, privacy, and so forth. I have a link at the end for anyone who wants to dive into the details and the precise definitions of each attribute. Using this model, Daml users have a common nomenclature to compare the different databases and blockchains. So, for example, the Daml ledger model allows all data to be archived, but Hyperledger Fabric doesn't have the capability to delete data. It's an immutable blockchain. If we look at consistency and privacy, which exist in the Daml ledger model, Corda, for example, has two main configurations. It can run with a validating notary or a non-validating notary. And you don't have to understand exactly what that means, but one of those configurations has stronger consistency and weaker privacy. The other one has stronger privacy and weaker consistency. Now, having precise definition, a precise mathematical model for the ledger and for all these attributes allows Daml users to be explicit about the technology choice that they make. And importantly, the application developer can build against the ledger model. Separately, the security and operations team can independently evaluate which underlying technology best suits the organization's needs. One more added benefit is that this ledger model allows us, digital asset, to work with the different ledger providers, our partners, and help them close any gaps that they have in any of the attributes of their underlying ledgers to give an overall better solution. So to recap, the Daml ledger model is a conceptual model that makes it that the developer, the operator, and the users of Daml applications reason about the application and feel as if they're using a single virtual shared ledger, even though this application may be a distributed runtime. For more information, you can go to daml.com. You can go to docs.daml.com. That has the background concepts of Daml. And for any questions, you can go to discuss.daml.com and engage with us in the community. Now, before I end, I'll quickly go into this link just to show this is where in the documentation we have the Daml ledger model. And as you can see, it starts high level, as we showed in the presentation. But you can then dive into any of these attributes. For example, you can go into the precise definitions of what consistency means in the context of Daml. So that's it. I hope this was helpful. Thank you.